What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are currently on the test server, guys. We're gonna see if the bombs are coming back into the meta with the new mythical champion that was added in this patch. Now, this champion does look freaking terrifying, okay? Komidus Darksmile. He looks like a devil, and he has a very, very interesting skill. He's a very unique champion, mainly because the bombs usually scale from attack. Well, his bombs actually scale from HP. We're gonna see how effective he is and if he's actually a solid mythical champion or is just being a solid one in disguise. Pretty good base stats, good speed at 110, good HP. With the very first skill right here, attacks one enemy 2 times and he decreases the target's defense and steals Stir Meter, which sounds pretty nice. With the A2, AoE attack removes all buffs, puts block active skills, steals Stir Meter. Very solid skill as well. Of course, Polymorph, you guys know the drill. Then we have the A3, attacks one enemy, steals all of the target Stir Meter, and puts the target skills on cooldown. That's a very nice skill right here, and this will be on a 3-turn cooldown. The passive, whenever he loses 30% HP or more in a single turn, deals damage to the attacker equal to 30% of this champion's max HP. Then, when this champion loses 30% HP or more in a single turn, places a shield on himself. He has an accuracy aura for all battles, 80 accuracy, and then he metamorphs. This is where he becomes a bit more interesting, more intriguing. With the A1, again, a double hitter with a chance to land a bomb. And he's gonna get a heal for each bomb on the enemies, or each bomb placed, rather said. Then the A2 AoE attack places 2 bombs on all enemies, instantly detonates all bombs debuffs on enemies with Stone Skin. And on enemies whose HP is less than this champion's HP. Then we'll place a stun debuff for 1 turn on all enemies who had their bomb debuffs detonated by the skill. So this is actually nice. If you don't kill them, you stun them. There are a lot of chances to get Polymorph though, but it's still a very interesting champion. Then right here, heals the champion by 50% of their max HP, places a weaken, and grants an extra turn. Now that weaken will increase the damage that the bombs deal by 25%, which is very solid. The passive has a 100% chance to reflect all bombs debuffs placed on this champion back to the attacker. Very curious how he's gonna work on the Bommel. Is he gonna be effective on the Bommel with this or no? Then, of course, he has a chance to reflect all other debuffs placed on the champion back to the attacker. It's a 30% chance. I'm still not 100% positive if Polymorph is included in this list or no. And of course, he's gonna get a heal whenever he kills an enemy with a bomb. Again, the accuracy aura, 80 accuracy to be more specific. But let me just quickly show you the build on the champion, guys. You wanna have him as fast as possible with as much accuracy as possible. Most probably, you will require to have an increased accuracy champion in your team to kind of like make the most out of him. I have him built on a 1-turn Stone Skin, 1 Perception set, 1 Speed set. Total stats on him at the moment on the initial form: 90k HP, 321 speed, and we have 600 accuracy. Then on the second form, we have less HP, 96k HP, 321 speed, and 600 accuracy. Now I'm very curious to see how much damage we're gonna get from these bombs. If we're not doing enough damage, I can always change the HP boots, the speed boots to HP boots instead, and probably gain a good chunk of HP, which overall will be better for the champion, to be honest with you guys. I do think that you do need to have him fairly fast to ensure that the wearer is not going to lose basically the Stone Skin. I think all of these things are pretty important, you know. So I can always do this, gain 10k more HP if required, and don't lose so much speed, but I am losing a lot of accuracy. So that's kind of like one of my main issues. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna see what sort of damage he can actually deal. It's no point to go in a damage test on the dungeons or anything like that because it's not really gonna be very effective. I do have the Bommel on, so we can try him in there first. We're gonna see if he's actually going to deflect the bombs. That's what I'm super curious to find out. Can he deflect the bombs back onto the Bommel or not? Because I know those bombs are protected, right? So very curious before they even land on him. But we're gonna see once we get at the boss, you know. He does seem like a very interesting champion. I feel like for the Siege game mode and just in general, even for Live Arena, he could potentially be very, very solid. I feel like one of the best pairings for him will be a Lady Kimi, to be honest with you guys, or even an Arbais. Lady Kimi will be super solid with the increased speed and increased accuracy on him. But let's Metamorph. I will apply bombs too, because why not? Take those bombs, Bommel. Okay, so let's see. He should have... he's supposed to receive... He's supposed to receive debuffs when we place debuffs, right? So let's do that. Yeah, so we can deflect the bombs back from him. That's cool. You see, this protected bomb actually got deflected from him back to the boss. Very, very interesting. I wasn't 100% sure if we can do it or not. So he's gonna be great for the Bommel. But let's be honest, is that enough? Is that enough for a mythical champion? No. So while you can deflect the bombs on the Bommel too, which is nice, I still think that we need to see more to be impressed by these champions. So we're gonna look for some teams that we can actually attack. I have Wixwell built as well, just to try different comps versus a lot of polymorph and stuff. Right here is UDK, is only one polymorph, but you're gonna see the chance to get polymorphed is pretty high. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that the enemy needs to take a turn after he procs the polymorph. So if he fails to land it, then basically we can debuff as much as we want if he's super slow. Or at least that's how it should work. So I'm not gonna use Krixia's 8-3 because we want to make sure we don't remove that stone skin. And instead, I'm just gonna play around a little bit with them like this. I'm gonna boost my accuracy. I'm gonna Metamorph. I will even attempt to land Weaken on the other champions because why not? Weaken cannot go through stone skin, guys. A thing to keep in mind. And right now, we're gonna see how it will instantly detonate on stone skin. I was gonna say, what is the damage? I was gonna say the bombs are not there, but where is our damage? So he clearly requires more HP. Seeing that we have not killed Pythian and UDK, it's crystal clear to me that yes, we do require to have more HP on the champion, build him slower, give him more accuracy, give him more HP, and that will increase the damage. 90k HP is not a lot of HP for a champion of this caliber that will deal damage based on that, considering that we cannot increase the amount of HP that this champion can actually get in the fight. Now, there is another thing that we could potentially do about the whole thing. So right now, I do kind of have like a couple of different options with him. Either I'm just going to try to basically bomb again. The thing is, the bombs will be on for 2 turns, you know? So in that case, Pythian was able to revive. So I can definitely bomb now, apply that weaken. We got polymorph, there you go. And we can just let it play out. But the damage was not bad, considering what amount of HP I have on him. I like the idea that getting the stun afterwards is very helpful, you know, because the enemy, if he survives, he's just not going to be able to do nothing. And that, I feel like that is a very solid thing to have, you know. Okay, so my Armans just doesn't want to polymorph. 39k on an enemy that has no stone skin versus stone skin bombs deal additional damage. So that's very important to keep in mind as well. There is one champion that can increase the HP with the passive, but I just don't think he's going to be very, very effective in this particular scenario, you know. So let's go versus this team right here. I think I'm going to drop Krixia and just try to bring in Warlord. He's not as fast, but hopefully that Shuzan is not completely going to demolish us. So let's see, what do we have here? Is she faster? No, she's not. Okay, so he got polymorphed. Haha! There you go. There's only one stone skin, and that is with Bolster. So that is going to be nasty. That is going to be nasty. I just don't think we're going to have enough firepower. If we did not manage to kill them before, I just don't think we're going to have enough firepower to do it now. Considering that they have the bolster set on too. Okay, so yeah. You see the damage? You see the damage on that Ancora? The stun landed, which is very, very nice. But we failed to kill her. And I'm not even sure what actually to Harima probably we weak hit. That's why we don't have bombs on. Yeah, that's the whole tricky situation right here, guys. That's the tricky situation. It just doesn't feel like it's enough damage, unfortunately. That's how it feels for the moment. But who knows? Maybe maybe, just maybe, he will become a bit more effective in some other content rather than just arena. I really had hopes that bombs will be back. I do think that he will be back on the menu. There will be people using this champion 100%. I'm going to show you a couple of different options on how you could potentially use him. I'm just not super impressed with the damage. 43k, 43k, and if I'm not mistaken, was no weaken on that Ancora, but maybe we had weaken and I missed it. So now we can do this again. Land weaken, extra turn, put more bombs, bang, bang. The animation is so slow, so it's 39k per bomb. I do want to quickly change the boots. I want to change the boots even if I'm losing some accuracy, that's fine. So let's go in with HP boots, no priority. We just need primary stats. Come on, game. Let us get it. Let us get it. We're gonna use this. We're dropping some accuracy. We have a lot of HP now. There we go. And on the second form, 108k. It's a good amount of HP. This should definitely show us if the champion is good or not. So of course you have a HP amulet, you have HP ring. You don't want to have crit damage, crit rate on this champion because it's going to be pretty pointless. Now there is one Ogrin, if I'm not mistaken, and that's Togron, that has this passive. Also increases each ally's max HP by 5% every time they use an active skill, stacking up to 50%. Maybe a combination of these two champions could potentially be nice. Could potentially be nice. I will give it a go. I will give it a go and put him in one of the teams. So I don't have him built. I'm just going to take him completely naked. I just want to see how much we're going to get, how much more damage we're actually going to get, you know. So it's no point to go versus Marius because he will clap us. Or actually, it's just going to be Enfeeble. It's not going to create us any issues because we don't need... Actually, yeah, weak hits will not apply debuff. So Enfeeble is going to be too strong versus our champion. Let's give it another go versus this team, guys. Everybody on Stone Skin. Okay, so that's good. I'm not going to crowd control with Armans. We're just going to go A1 and pray for the best. Hopefully, we're not going to get polymorphed. He only has one 6-star polymorph. There's no point to basically use the A3 this time around because we can align weaken versus Stone Skin. So we can just go for the bombs and pray for the best. Okay, beautiful. Okay, 57k and 35k. I feel like the first bomb broke the Stone Skin maybe, and that's what happened there. Interesting. We haven't killed the rest of them. I would have expected to kill at least the rest of the champions. I don't know why, but I just feel like we're supposed to kill at least the rest of the champions, you know? Okay, so no bomb in there. I'm not sure if we got a weak hit or exactly what happened. Let's take your Thermiter, okay. The damage still doesn't seem to be super crazy, but having that stun on is nice, you know? The main issue why the damage is not as crazy is because we don't have increased HP, like you have increased attack, for example, you know? So that's one of the main things that are basically reducing the damage. But if you're looking here, 510k just doesn't look bad, you know? It's just not allowing you to do super fast teams, I would expect, you know? So no point to go versus Marichka because we are not prepared for something like that. But do we have anything else in the menu that could potentially work well? So we attacked him already. We can go this team right here. Yes, I think we can go versus this team. I do want to bring Togron in the team, guys, just to try and increase the HP. It might not be the best team to attack like this, to be honest, but we're still going to give it a go. I don't think he has a lot of resistance in here, so I can drop Arbais most probably and bring in a lockout champion. I probably have to go with her because it seems like it might be a fast team, you know? Let's see. Are we faster or we're not? Barely. Okay, so we increase the cooldowns. Now, the main thing is this team is now on Stone Skin. I do want to try a different team as well. So what it will be nice on him is every time I will use a skill, for example, this is one skill, okay? So the passive on Togron should proc. There you go. Fill your bellies. We're using one skill. Apply weaken. Passive, fill your bellies. We're using one skill. Passive, fill your bellies. So this will deal additional damage. This is a very interesting comp that you could potentially do. Now, I want to see it on a tankier team that is not going to be as fast. So I want to actually pay attention at the damage. So first, what I'm going to do, because I'm going to go in and out of the fight, we're going to take Rixie out. We're going to take him out, and we're going to go in like this. First, I want to see the damage without increasing the HP. So there we go. I'm not going to leave the fight because I want to make sure I can find the same opponent again. So I won't need Warlord next time. So we can swap. I will apply the weaken because that will be the case. And then I want you guys to help me here because I can only keep my eyes on one. So I want to see how much damage we're doing versus Stone Skin and versus non-Stone Skin. 44k, 62, and 35. Okay, I managed to see all the numbers. So right now, if we're backing out of here... sorry. Seems like my throat decided to mess me up. So I'm going to drop Warlord. And I'm going to bring in Tug War. And see how well we are going to get a job done like this. So we're going to use 3 skills. Hell, if I can, I'm even going to try to use 4 skills. 10%, 15% extra HP should be very, very impactful, you know. So there we go. We got that done. We're going to go A1. I cannot use too many skills because Pythian will cleanse, actually. So I need to keep that in mind. So, 1 skill, 5% extra HP. 2 skills, 5% more extra HP. 3 skills, we might not get the HP for the 3rd skill, but who knows? Let's see. Oh, 49k, and I missed it on the other side because the battle instantly ended. We was 39k, so we got basically like 10k additional damage on the bombs. I feel like this right here can be a very, very interesting, team, a very interesting combination with the bombs, because that's the only way we can actually increase the HP on our bomb, HP bomb champion, right? But that was all for the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about the new mythical champion? Are you impressed? Would you like to summon him, or you don't really care about it? Now, we can use, of course, this part of the kit as well, but this is less interesting. You could do some magic with it as well if required. Not a problem whatsoever, don't get me wrong. But the main thing that I really wanted to try out with the champion was using the bombs. This is nice. You can bring in a different champion to do it. Cleopteryx can do this as well, but not remove all the buffs. It can be very effective. It can be pretty risky with Polymorph. You can always build a weak swell faster. I actually forgot to go through that to see how he's going to counter Polymorph like that. But they're only 2 stacks, so 2 procs basically. But either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.